So experiment 4 is a hydrometer analysis. It is also kind of a sieve analysis for the soil which is finer than 75 micron. Because finer than 75 microns mechanical sieves, because they are not available. But then in that also you have different particle sizes, right? So if I want to do the grain size distribution curve for this, there are some techniques in which this hydrometer is the one which you're supposed to be using, right? Main equipment in this is hydrometer. It has a stem part, that lower part you can see, which is, and then you have the bulb part, that is the lower part. Presently that's what Shoni is showing, and then the stem part, upper part, in which you have the graduations, right? So some initial observations you have to take. First you have to measure the area and then the height. So for the area of the jar, you see that in the jar itself, you see in the jar itself you have the graduations, right? Graduations, आप थोड़ा दिखा दीजिए. So you have the so graduations Sony is showing. So those graduations, let us say 700 to 800, that is your 100 centimeter cube. So 100 centimeter cube divided over height. That height you can measure with the scale. From there also you can find out the area, height, volume over height. Or you can measure the inner diameter using the vernier caliper. And that diameter, from there you can find out the area, right? To find out the volume of the hydrometer, you fill it with water, your jar container, let us say till 800, and then dip the hydrometer. Then leave it like this, and rise after rise, let us say 880, you're getting, so 880 minus 800, 80 centimeter cube, that is your hydrometer volume. So volume and area you need. H naught, that is from the center of the bulb till the 1030 mark in the stem. So your stem is from 1000 to 1030. So from 1030 is right at the bottom, from there till the center. So standard practice is you take from the base of the bulb, so base of the bulb, and from base of the bulb till 1030 mark, that distance scale you take, and take half of it. That is your H naught. So H naught you require, area and volume you require. G value, for sand it will be 2.6, for clay it will be 2.8, in that range. But if your soil is having some organics in it, then it will have low value also. Sometimes it could be even less than 2. So you don't have to bother, just do your part, and then you also have to do the calibration. So your 1030, that is your hydrometer reading, and that means R value is 30. If it is 995, your R value is minus 5. If it is 1000, your R value is 0. If it is 1005 in the stem, that is R value is 5. And least count is 0.5 in this hydrometer. And calibration means for 1030, your H1 value is 0. And for 1000, let us say, from 1000 to 1030 on the stem, you have to take a scale and find out the distance, around 8.9 centimeter. So for 1000, it is your H1 value is 8.9 centimeter. And for 1030, it is 0. For others, then you can find out. Let us say if you want to find out for 1004, that means, it will be 8.9 over 30 into 26, isn't it? That will give you the H1 value. You can draw the graph also, or you can do calculation to find out your H1. And then your effective height is H1 plus H naught minus V over 2A, right? Volume and area. So from there you'll get the effective height. So these things you have to find out first, and then G value and rho S value in the formula, they are same. 2.65 you can take. Then you start the experiment. You take water till 1000 mark in that jar, and take 50 gram of fine-grained soil, and it should be 75 micron sieved as one is showing, right? You don't make sure that it is dry soil and sieved through 75 micron. That soil, 50 gram you have to take, and 50 gram you just pour it in this jar, and like this, and then you just like this. You're supposed to prepare a nice suspension, right? After preparing the suspension, then he'll keep it like this, and then this hydrometer he'll be dipping in like this, right? After dipping, it will vibrate for some time, oscillate for some time, just to leave it, and then let it be there, right? And then when it is constant, then like when it is constant, then from there, first reading is at half minute. Reading means water surface, upper surface on the stem. Least count is 0.5, and it will be some value anything between 1000 and 1030, and those values will decrease with time because density will decrease. So half minute, 1 minute, 2 minute, and 4 minute reading you will take without taking out the hydrometer. Just time and hydrometer reading you take. Let us say 1003, then 1002.5, then 1002, like this. As time increases, it decreases, right? So if it is 1003, that means your R value is 3 and least count is 0.5. Then what you will be doing, after 4 minutes, you will take out the hydrometer, rinse it, and then 8 minute reading, 15 minute reading, 30 minute, 1 hour, that will be sufficient. Just 1 minute before time, you dip the hydrometer, and at exact time you take the readings. And hydrometer reading, and from the calibration, the corresponding H1 is known to you, right? Then for each time, because R is known, H1 is also known, so H you can find out. And from that H and R, the percentage finer and particle diameter corresponding to that for those times can be obtained. So again, you will have the particle size and percentage finer decreasing down the table, and then the grain size distribution curve you will be drawing, right? And then here in this D10, D30, D60, everything will not come. You just find out D10. Usually that will come, 10% finer. And that diameter is called effective diameter, right? So that is your hydrometer. And then we'll move on to experiment 5.